In this week's episode of Working with Work, I explain why being productive can make you incredibly successful. Hello and welcome to this 42nd episode of Working with Work. My name is Carl Pauline, and in this week's episode I want to explain to you something that I've known about for a long time but have never really explained about this process. And the reason for that, or what I want to explain to you, is the basic building blocks of a hugely successful life begins with your organization. And what I mean by that is, if you do not sit down, organize your stuff, organize your life if you like, and you get to know what you really want to achieve in life, then you're not actually going to achieve anything. Now, it's very, very easy to follow along with what society wants you to do. We've all done it. We all know many people have done it. So many of our friends are probably doing it right now. They're following along with the way that society has told us to lead our lives, and we think that's going to lead us to a safe and secure life. Well, the problem is it doesn't, and very rarely does it ever lead to anything worthwhile. What you have to do is you have to grab your life, like I mentioned last week, by the scruff of the neck and decide what it is you want to achieve, work out a plan on how you're going to do it, and then start achieving it. But that whole process begins with your productivity, because if you do not have a system in place, then you are not going to know where you are, what needs doing next, or anything like that. You're just going to drift. And drift is probably the most dangerous thing you can allow happen in your life, because drifting, you'll wake up one morning and go, oh my God, what have I done with my life? And that is really not a good feeling to do. Now, the key here is being able to, no matter how old you are, no matter what stage you are in life, whether you're a mother, a father, a grandfather, a grandmother, or whether you've just left school or university, it doesn't matter how old you are. But the time to sit down and figure out what you want to truly achieve in life, well, that really begins right now. You've got to make that decision now, and you've got to go out there and do it. And the only way you're going to do it is if you have a productivity system in place. Now, what I have is, as you know, I've mentioned this many, many times before, but I have a system in place that tells me each day what I need to be doing that's going to take me a little bit closer towards my goals. Now, there's a good chance that I may not actually hit my ultimate goals, but that's okay. But each day, every single day that I am going along in life, I am getting closer and closer and closer to achieving that goal. And that is what life is really all about. But if I don't capture my ideas, if I don't process my ideas, and if I don't turn those ideas and those processed ideas into projects and then ultimately tasks, then it is not ever going to happen. And that's one of the key things that I think everyone needs to get hold of, particularly now as we're coming toward the end of 2017. Now really is the time to be able to sit down and say, right, what do I want to achieve next year? What do I want to achieve in 2019, 20, 21, 22? What do I want to achieve, and how am I going to get there? And once you've decided on that, then you need to sit down and figure out what it is you have to do to achieve it. Now, there's a lot of people like myself out there who really genuinely want to help you to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve in your life. But the problem here is I can give you as much advice as you want. I can motivate you as much as you want. But the one thing I cannot do for you is do those tasks. Those tasks is something that you have to do, and that is you. I can't do it for you. Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mother, your father, none of those people can do those tasks for you. only you can do it. And equally, only you can decide what it is you actually want to achieve out of life. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but one of my biggest fears in life is that I will die and not leave anything behind. This is one of the reasons why I write books, I do a blog, and I do these YouTube channels. And as of Monday next week, Monday the 6th of November, I also will be doing a podcast. I am putting a lot of content out there essentially because I want to help as many people as I can today, but also way into the future. That is my goal. Whether I achieve it or not, I don't know. But boy, I am not going to stop trying, because that ultimately is my goal. And that's the kind of purpose, that's the kind of determination that you need to create for yourself. But you cannot do that unless you sit down and decide, what is it that I want to achieve? Get that part done first, and then wow, you can achieve so much. So really what the point of this video today is, we've got to go right back down to the basics. And the basics is, what is it that you want to achieve? What is the one thing that you really want to achieve in your life? And once you've decided on that, then you need to sit down and figure out exactly what you have to do to get there. It's kind of like, as Stephen Covey once said in the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, begin with the end in mind. Start where you want to be and work your way back to make sure that you can actually achieve it, and then take each step as it comes. Go step by step by step by step. That way you will achieve amazing things. And I really hope that you can actually get hold of that and really understand that it all comes back down to your productivity system. If you do not have a plan, if you do not have a system in place, whether it's GTD, whether it's another kind of, whether it's Franklin Planner, whatever it is, it does not matter the system, as long as the system is reminding you on a daily basis what you have to do in order to achieve your goals. You get that bit right, and the world will open up to you, and you can achieve incredible things. But there's no point in you going around saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And that is not helping you, and it's not helping anybody else. What you have to do is make a decision on what you want to achieve, and then go out there and make it happen. And to do that, you need that productivity system. Whether it's a pen and piece of paper, a notebook, a digital system, it doesn't matter, as long as you have a system. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you liked what you heard, please click on the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. It only remains for me now to wish you all a very productive week.